Welcome to the second episode of Retro Cinema Review. If you can understand me, I'm talking a little fast. Today we're going to be talking about Friends Season 2. I am Jake. This is my lovely pregnant wife,
Brandy.
Child number 4. Alright. 4 girls. Help me. Okay. Alright, so Season 2. This is the big Ross Rachel season. Also, Monica Richard. I don't know, it expands other stuff. Monica has a couple people in the season as well. Hi, Bobby.
Yeah.
So, I'll let you start us off. Bug eyes! No. Alright, okay. It starts off, ended from the cliffhanger from season 1 of Rachel going to the airport to pick up Ross and meet him. And Ross has Julie with him now. So,
Julie!
Yeah, so now he has a girlfriend that he apparently knew from somewhere else that he met again while he was overseas. Now it's a flop from the first season where Rachel wants Ross but can't have him, and he's got a girlfriend. Season 1, Ross running Rachel, but she can't have boyfriends or ex-fiancés or Italian guys.
Yeah.
But so this is a flop, a little turnaround on the theme. So I guess a little shocker for people, but so you get to see her jealousy and the way she tries to wiggle herself in there by saying, "Oh, you don't need to have sex. Don't do this. You don't need a cat."
I guess I'm just different than most women because I'm just like I'm the type of person where I would want to stay out of it. I wouldn't go to the whole thing of telling oh, don't have, you shouldn't have sex, or I'm different than most women. I think she should have just stayed out of it, but.
Yeah, well, I see that, but she knows that he likes her, so she's thinking, well, he might still like me. He's just dating her because he can't have me, or he thinks he can't have me. So if I can break them up, I'll get him.
Yeah, but
it's not the right way to go about it.
Yeah, it's not the right way to go about it. And
the right way to go about it.
There are some women like that, but I'm not sure.
She should just come out and say, I like you. Like the way you like me, and just let
Ross
make the decision. But most people can't do that because everybody's like, "Well, if it doesn't, that kind of stuff." So that was pretty much the first episode. This season gets a little more memorable. I guess is the way we want to call it. Season 2, episode 2 is the one with the breast milk, and I'm trying to remember. I like the episode for the fact about the breast milk, drinking the breast milk, and Susan said she tasted it.
Yeah.
She's tasted it.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, you've tasted it.
Yeah, you tasted it.
Oh, yeah, Ross goes on, instant, she's tasted it. I'm going to have to taste it now,
Yeah, but she's...
Instant jealousy.
But, I took it, she tasted it directly from the... But, that's how I took it as well. I also like the Joey subplot of the cologne spritz with the cowboy. And then, I thought it was humorous because they build him up to be this big, beefy, burly cowboy man, and not the other guy, not Joey. And
he's crying at the
end. Then he's, "I'm sorry, boss. Oh, I'm sorry." It's all, it's not like a gosh, cartoon character. So I found that episode humorous, and that's when it started getting outlandish. So they're walking off, and the little lights dim, the sun came up, and they're walking through the sunset, the western. I found the episode humorous to a certain extent. You like the next episode, the one with Heckles dies because of
the whole Ross and Rachel,
Ross
and Phoebe discussion on
evolution.
Because you would think out of all 6 of them, those two would have the most similar opinions about it. Because like we said in the last video, with her being so outlandish and about auras,
psychic,
and you would think that those two would have it, maybe not the same, but the closest, but
in the same kind of figuring how the world started.
Yeah,
but Ross
is confusing because
he's Jewish,
right.
And they celebrate the Jewish holidays, which I'm not all onto the Jewish religion, but they still believe in God. They don't believe that Jesus was the Messiah. I think they're still waiting on the Messiah. Is how I think they're going.
That's how they believe it is. Yeah.
So that they don't celebrate Christmas; they celebrate Hanukkah. So,
But
but
there's a
he,
God there.
but yeah, there's still God. He's still celebrating, unless he doesn't believe in that. He just celebrates it out of habit or tradition with his family.
He does it for his son later on, though.
Yeah, he
tries
tries to teach his son. Yeah, but
so that part's confusing, Ross.
But he does the dinosaurs because the whole evolution with the dinosaurs and that, all that, and they died off and all that. So I see that, but it was funny how she made him crack. To me, maybe that she did. Maybe she doesn't know how the world started. I think she says that she doesn't know. Nobody knows, kind of thing, and she's just playing with him to see if she can get him to crack.
Yeah,
because when he does, she's like, "Oh my god, did you crack so soon?"
Yeah.
So otherwise, the episode
that was kind of funny though that he cracked.
Yeah, he's so kind of steadfast in that early on, but he's just like, okay. Because he started doubting, and then she's like, wow, you broke already. But otherwise, the episode wasn't as memorable to me. But we'll move on. Phoebe's husband. Now, this season gives Joey and Phoebe a little more backstory. And I did forget to mention in season 1 that Joey did date Ursula, Phoebe's twin sister. I forgot what that. He fell for her, and then Phoebe pretended to be Ursula to let him down easy, but Ursula wasn't going to do it, and then Joey figured out it was Phoebe.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
I read somewhere, I don't know if it's true, but that the writers had intended for Joey and Phoebe to be having casual sex all throughout the seasons.
They always hinted at it.
Yeah, they early on they hinted at them being, I'll choose you, or that kind of stuff, but they never really did.
I'm glad they didn't. I don't think that would have been.
It was just nice having them as friends who cared enough to try to help the other one instead of being sexual. And they don't have to make everything about sex.
Yeah, which clearly they did in the show.
Yeah, well, you make
but
more
I like that there was some stuff where people weren't together.
Yeah, because all the friends don't have to hook up with each other. Come on now. And that's why so Rachel had actually kissed each one of the guys. Flashback with Chandler.
Chandler at the bar.
Then she was going to, but she actually kissed him when they had that college party in the flashback. Her and Monica came. She was passed out on the couch on the bed or something, and then because Chandler ended up kissing Monica. Not Chandler. Ross kissed his sister Monica.
Yeah.
But Chandler kissed Rachel or something. He made out Rachel or something. And then Joey kissed Rachel in Barbados. Come back and try to date. And of course Ross. Sorry, went off on a tangent. And Phoebe's husband. So I gave her a backstory. I can't remember his name. It came to me a second ago and it went out again. He was in like other movies. You Got Mail. He's in other comedies. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah, but that was a surprise.
Yeah. And he was married her because he was gay, but then he found out he's not gay. He did the reverse of being straight to gay. He went gay to straight. So, 5 Steaks and Eggplant episode. That's one about them. It was Rachel, Joey, and Phoebe don't have money. Chandler, Monica, and Ross do. And that same episode that Monica gets fired because of the 5 Steaks, and then so she ends up having no money.
Right.
It's all about her having no job, and I think her and Phoebe try to cater after that, don't they? That's why they cater Richard's party. That's how she meets Richard.
Right.
So that starts the whole. Monica earlier on in the season dates Fun Bobby, and then that episode she finds out why he's not so fun. Why he's always so bubbly is because he's drinking all the time, and then she gets him off the liquor, and then he's not fun. He's boring. Because he can't find a place to buy a hammer at midnight in the village.
Did you hear the hammer story?
Yeah. So that was kind of funny. That he didn't want to be with Monica because he thought she drank too much. Because she got a bag of liquor to take on the trip. I would have to too.
Yeah.
He was boring, like me. That's when Ross finds out. That's what Rachel's on a date with that guy. She gets drunk. She calls him.
Right.
With a message. That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, when were you under me?
Yeah, when were you? Yeah.
She's not over you. When were you under me? So you got a little more build up. So she told him.
You know what I like about that one though? Sorry to interrupt, but that he didn't just immediately be like, okay, I want to be with you. He was like, he kind of argued. He said, you had your chance. This, what did he say? This ship has sailed, and and it makes her mad. And of course, I guess because she thought he would run right to her. And I kind of like that in a show where there's a lot of sex going on, people jumping back and forth, he was like that, where he said, it's too late, I'm with Julie.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and the next episode is the one with the list.
That is
Now, I like how it starts out. They get a different point of views of how they kiss the night. Then the other episode when Ross finds out, and then she's closing up.
Yeah.
Coffee shop. And she's like, "Oh, he grabbed me into this," and the guys are eating pizza. He's like, "And I kissed her," and they're like, "Ooh," they're just whatever. I just want some pizza now. But then he makes the list, which was Chandler's idea, wasn't it? And he wanted to do it on his new computer. And you don't make the lists.
You never, if you do make the list, you never write it down.
Yeah. Or you burn it immediately after in the sink and watch the ashes.
You sit there with your guys and talk about it.
Yeah. Well,
Make
that's what
bullet
he's
points
doing.
out loud, but you never write it down. Never put it on a computer that you just got. You don't know how to work it.
Yeah.
I can kind of understand making the list because he
He's
is
got
a
that
very
decision.
confused person.
He's got to make
You
a
know.
decision. He's got to dump a girl to get a girl.
Yeah, he's loved Rachel for so long, but he doesn't know how this is going to work out. He's got this Julie girl who, is clearly a good girl.
They're a good match because I think they're sort of in the same kind of field,
Yeah.
taking another same kind of job, but Rachel is just a waitress. But she's lost still. She hasn't found her footing. She doesn't know what she's wanting to do, what she's going to do. That's it throws him off. But he wants to be with her so bad, but he doesn't want to hurt Julie, who has done nothing wrong. So the reason he's making the list is to try to justify his dumping of Julie.
Yeah.
By making the list, it strengthens Julie's case because there's nothing wrong with her. It's just she's not Rachel.
Yeah.
And he really wants to be Rachel at times. So the whole point of this is, kids, never make a list.
Yeah.
Just go with your heart. You want Rachel. It doesn't matter if she's
Makes sense or not to be with her or not. But
if you want to be with her, just do it. And if it doesn't work out, if you maybe let down easy with Julie, you can flop on back. I did that plenty of times. Sorry. All right.
I agree with that, though. I didn't think about it that way, about how he's just trying to justify him dumping Julie because he really wants to be with Rachel. But, I can understand Rachel getting upset because, that's all your bad points that you see about yourself. And to see that these three guys, your closest friends, wrote it down or talking about it, that's why you just don't write it down. I know he was trying to justify it, and, I'm not fending for her or him because, like I said, I understand why he did it. But just don't write it down.
Well, Julie's only negative point was she was not Rachel. I mean, that shows he wants Rachel, but Chandler screwed up again. He screwed up to get at the end of this first season. He screws up this by wanting to make a list. So it's all Chandler's fault. He should have blamed Chandler. Chandler should have said something I wrote, took the paper immediately, and ran off with it and burned it. And that would have happened.
Yeah.
Say it's for my diary. He should have made some quick excuse. He seems to be quick-witted. I don't know why they couldn't. But it's the writers, and they got to write you to a little corner.
Yeah.
So that's how they didn't get together. They ended up getting together anyway based on the prom video episode. And to me, it boggles my mind as to why that made her change her mind. I see he was trying to do something nice, but I just don't see that as being the game changer. But
yeah, they made a big thing about the whole thing of Ross taking her to prom. And, they're like, when she runs out the door with Chad. I don't remember. It's like, a big letdown. I can understand why it'd be kind of let down, but I don't know why they're like.
Well, Ross is major let down because he had a crush on her, so he saw this as his moment to shine. His dad's upset. He goes, "Oh no," because he's probably rooting for his boy.
Right.
The mom, she said something to turn the camera off because I guess probably because Ross was sad.
Right.
But they probably saw it as a chance for him to do something besides mope. Do his music, his sound.
Yeah.
But
I agree with you about why did she just get up and go, like, everything's forgiven about the list all of a sudden and then just...
I don't know, maybe it made her realize that he is sweet and he was trying to do something and the list was just a one-off thing. And it made her think of the other stuff inside of just the list. Because she was being kind of just focusing on one thing. When there's been lots of good things, but one bad thing throws it all off. But, yeah. That's where Joey gets more story. He gets on Days of Our Lives with Dr. Drake Moray. He has the whole episode where he has a stalker fan. It's played by Brooke Shields. What is her name?
She did good.
Give me her.
She made herself seem really crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that was funny, and he gets signed on for more, so he says he's going to move out. He's getting all his money now. He's that big of a place, so he leaves. Chandler, roommateless, and Chandler needs a roommate, and that's where Eddie comes in. And it was funny. I enjoyed seeing the Chandler getting upset with Eddie, but after a while, Eddie kind of got on my nerves. In the one episode, he won't go. It's like, man, you're kind of grating on my nerves now. You need to get out. But it was funny, especially with, I just didn't like, he seems so angry with the goldfish in the fish tank.
The fish out.
But it was actually a goldfish cracker, wasn't it?
Originally it wasn't, was it?
Yeah, it was goldfish cracker. And then
he put it in his pocket?
It wasn't like a live fish. He gets a live fish or something. And he takes it. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I remember at one point he goes, "That's a goldfish cracker" in the thing. But it was fine. But of course there's Monica and Richard. They meet in one episode
where after she loses her job because of the 5 steaks, and then her and Phoebe cater.
Yeah, so that starts. I did like that. It's kind of awkward, I guess, but the episode is funny when they go to Monica's dad's house for his birthday, and Richard's going there too, and they show up together, and then his dad comes in, finds the old baseball bat he has signed by a baseball player, and Ross sees it and takes it and goes, "I'll take that, Dad," and runs off because he's afraid if he finds out, he's on beating Richard or gets with the bat. But
she gets a live show of her mom and dad.
Yeah, because she found that one tape later on. It was recorded over something, and then she said she got the part 2 of it live in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So that episode was funny.
I think besides Chandler, I think Richard was the best one for Monica. I liked them together.
Yeah, they had good chemistry.
Oh, it was just because I like the guy who, what's his name?
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. I like him. He's a good actor. But they seem to make the most sense, except for the fact that she wanted kids and he didn't.
Yeah, Bruce and Always, and they broke up in the season. So that's one season they were having a cliffhanger though, because they go to Monica. Rachel goes to Mindy and Barry's wedding, and they try to make fun of her about surprised she stayed the whole wedding. And everything. When she makes a speech, then ends up singing a song. And that the end of the episode, all that, I don't like. And when they started making fun of me, I probably got left in that made a joke, "Oh, look, she's going to leave." I was like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." And I would have said, "F you all, bye." I would have made a big scene that way. I wouldn't stay and just through that, but I see her, she wanted to persevere. But, I take it. I'd dish it out at the end to them, back, and I'd get out. That's what Monica
it's not that I would bow out of places, stuff like that. It's just, I'm there to be in your wedding for you. If this is all I'm getting, and you're not doing anything about it,
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't need to deal with that. I got enough stuff going on.
I can go down the street and get me a pizza. That's when Richard and Monica decided she wants kids. He doesn't. He's already older now. Or has kids. He's wanting more kids. So those their cliffhangers. Just them breaking up and what's going to happen with that next season. It's not really a cliffhanger. It's just it leaves you in this like, oh man, kind of thing. But they kill off Joey in Days of Our Lives pretty fast as well. Sorry to jump back to Joey here, but that was funny when he had to fall down the elevator shaft and he was just kind of hanging around, and he's just taking the long thing, making faces. And this is the season he told him about smelling the fart acting. Yeah. Watching the first, it was like pause. Yeah, smell the fart. So, what was your least favorite episode of the season? You said about the one with 2 parties. I don't know.
Yeah, the 2 parties. Yeah, because. The parents can't get along. I'm a grown adult. The parents just need to get along for me. I mean, if you can't get along, don't come to the party, or one of them has to leave. I don't like the 2-party thing. I understand her friends were trying to
keep the drama away from
her. Yeah, help her out. But
if
I was her if you were a true friend, if I was her friend, I'd take the parent and decide, look, this is for Rachel. If you can't get along, you 2 will not be invited. Anyway, that's just my opinion.
I see that. I did like some of the humor in the episode. Them trying to keep them apart, and Ross putting the dad's glasses and cigarette in his mouth. The humor's funny, and then Phoebe getting Gunther and some of them out of Monica's party over. I think that was funny.
It had funny parts.
It had funny parts. Yeah. My least favorite episode, and it's probably my least favorite episode. I want to say maybe through the whole series is the one with the bullies.
Yeah.
It's because I know they took his hat, but yeah, I would actually just take the hat back anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have done more than they did. I wouldn't have been that scared to fight them because honestly, they weren't that much bigger. The one guy was bigger than Ross, but the second guy was smaller than Ross. And Ross might not be a fighter, but I mean, you're in a coffee house, and I'm sure Gunther come in there and kick their ass. I mean, he didn't seem to have a care in the world, so I mean, he's probably a secret ninja somewhere. I don't know, but I mean,
I bet you Gunther is badass.
yeah, I'm gonna be whipping out some moves, but I mean, I wouldn't. Because Gunther told him the other guy put the mouse back in the house, and he spoke up when the other guys were scared, and Joey didn't say anything.
He spoke up to immediately told Rachel about the whole Ross and the.
Well, he wants Rachel.
Yeah.
But he told the bullies out, this is their seat. He didn't pause. He didn't care. Yeah. He probably wouldn't care. And they probably wouldn't even fought Gunther because they probably know they get arrested for that because it's in their private business. But I did like at the end when they kind of fought together. And that was okay. And then Chandler tried to steal the hat back, and he slips on the couch and falls. That's funny. But I don't even remember the side parts of the episode. There might have been some of the episodes that have parts I can't stand. The other half of the episode is really good to me. I don't remember the half of this one, but there's one episode.
I can't stand the bullies part because I mean you're grown ass adults.
Yeah, some episodes. There's so many side stories. It puts me off the whole episode. I just don't want to watch it. My favorite episode. I don't know if I really have a favorite one this season. There's some good ones this season, so it's a little bit hard.
Mine was the prom video.
That
I like
was
it,
pretty
but
funny.
you know, I guess because they're finally back together. You know.
I guess I say I have a couple. Nothing really. I say overall the season better than season one. I say there's not an episode that stands out to be my favorite. I say there's a couple that are tied. I like the one, the prom video, the one probably Eddie moves in, when Dr. Drake Murray dies. When Joey moves out, the ending was funny. When I think Chandler's looking out, rain running down the window, but Joey's looking at the little water sculpture in his apartment. There's some funny. The one with Russ is funny just because it's so weird. And the one with Breast Milk to me, I like just because the whole clone thing. It was out there. So.
The one with Old Yeller dies. That one was kind of different because, you know, Phoebe didn't know the end of all these happy movies, or sad movies, rather, because her mom, who ended up killing herself when she was young, shielded her from all the ends of the bad movies because they didn't want to know she didn't want them to know the pain, but yet ended up killing herself. So that's kind of.
Yeah, I found that one funny because I watched Old Yeller as a kid.
I've never seen that. Yeah.
You don't want to. It was on TV not long ago. I've never seen it. Yeah, you don't want to see that thing.
You know, Rachel freaks out when Ross has their whole life plan, with marriage, kids, and I'd be like that too. You know, I'm just not dating. You got a whole life plan.
Well, he's probably.
I mean,
Monica's been planning her wedding since she was like 5 or 6, accordingly. So Ross has probably been planning his girlfriend. You know, when he found a crush on Rachel, he's probably like, you know, if I marry that woman, this is what I'm going to do. So he had that planned out. Probably when he had his first crush on her. So. But overall, I still think this season 2 is better than season 1. Season 3, I think it improves. So it's probably one of the shows that improves as the seasons go on, but I think it regresses with the whole Joey Rachel thing towards the end. Yeah. Some of the other stuff is still funny, but I think it ends on a high note.
We'll see you next time for season 3.
Bye bye.